G'day guys, welcome back to Mass Effect 2, where we have just returned from assaulting a collector ship. It was none other than the collector ship that destroyed the first Normandy. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to take down the ship or anything like that, but we did learn from it, and the fact that in order for the Normandy and the crew to get through the Omega-4 relay and take the fight to the collectors, we're going to need to steal an IFF, or I think it's an Identify Friend Foe system chip. I'm not entirely sure what it is exactly, to help us get through that relay without getting ourselves destroyed, obviously. Now, I'm hoping moving forward from here, we get to actually do the stuff that we want to do. We were rudely interrupted in the previous one and shoved straight into that mission without being able to back out of it. So we are still collecting our crew, or assembling our crew, and we're also still doing all manner of assignments. So there's plenty to do. Let's get started.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay, more messages, but we'll come back to that. As for what we're going to do in this episode, I definitely want to try to complete the assignment we received from Admiral Hackett. This one, Arrival. So we need to go to Aratot. So let's make our way there. Oh, we're in a completely different system, aren't we? After, you know, being pushed into that mission. We may as well do all of our scanning here, just to get it out of the way. And then we can move on to Aratot. Prathalon, a large planet composed of ice surrounding a rocky core. Partholon retains trace gases of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Its crushing gravity makes for an inhospitable stay and makes most mining infeasible. However, its orbit's proximity to the mass relay in the system means space travelers will, for the next few years, use it for gravitational slingshot to add speed on their way to and from Calliston. Alright. Not gonna pass up materials and stuff, obviously, because we need all of this.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
A lot of platinum in this world,
Launched.
which is quite nice. And we would have picked up a few different things that we can research now after the previous mission, so I should actually check on whether or not we can spend all of our resources. Okay, we're down to moderate now. I might do just like one more scan. I don't really see any element 0 or anything like that. That would be very, very important to pick up immediately, so...
Probe away.
Okay, that's good. Let's back out, and again, we can always return for more at some point. Calliston. The hostile moon Calliston is the largest satellite of the gas giant Cernunnos. Cernunnos or Cernunnos. An ancient asteroid strike deposited major loads of element 0 within the molten sulfur mantle. Eldfell Ashland Energy's mining operations have made it the largest source of Starship drive core material in the Attican Traverse. The Calliston is racked with volcanism due to tidal stresses from Cernunnos. Sorry guys, that's really troubling to me. For whatever reason. Because of weak solar output, plant-like life on Calliston is not carbon-based and photosynthetic but silicon-based and thermosynthetic, requiring heat rather than sunlight to power its chemical reactions. These organisms flourish in volcanic vents and during solar flares, when Balor can double or triple in luminosity. Sadly, sapient habitation is not possible here, and Calliston's biodiversity is considered threatened by the Citadel Council Committee on Habitable Worlds. So, I can expect a little bit of Element Zero. Ooh, a lot of Element Zero, in fact.
Probe away.
So we'll try to pick up quite a bit if we can. Oh, we did see a little bit of a bump there. Ah, here.
Probe launched.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of palladium. Be silly to ignore, I think. Oh, and we picked up some EZO at the same time, so that's pretty good. What the highest EZO reading?
Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe.
Okay. Anything else? Oh. Yes. A little bit more. I'll take that.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Okay, still plenty of resources. I'm just not entirely sure if there's any EZO left, though. So, I know we're still good for resources, but I think we'll call it there, and we'll move on. So we've got Alatha. A tiny rock planet, Alatha is noted for its frigid temperatures and crushing nitrogen and krypton atmosphere. Lying out beyond the Fomor belt, there is little to recommend it. Except for the fact that it has quite a lot of resources, apparently.
Probe away.
Okay. Doesn't exactly have the resources that we're really interested in, so I might move on very quickly from that. Wrong planet. Wrong key. Sorry. Let's get it right here. Cernunnos. Cernunnos is a sizable gas giant with a hydrogen-nitrogen atmosphere. It is believed to be an extrasolar capture due to its close stellar location, In a rare phenomenon, it is near enough to its red dwarf star to be within the life zone, though its massive size prevents the tidal lock that usually occurs at such a range. While nothing could survive on the surface of a planet with such crushing gravity, Cernunnos's moon Calliston is habitable. Cernunnos is skimmed for its abundant hydrogen, and refineries on Calliston process it into a metastable metallic form for use as starship fuel. Would we find any Eezo on this planet? Maybe not.
Probe away.
Okay, that brings things down to poor immediately.
Probe away.
Okay, let's back out. And there's still one more, apparently. Just gotta find this planet somewhere. Huh. Or is that it over there? Yes. Okay. Blending in with the asteroid belt. A member of the Fomor belt, Bress is a dwarf planet with no atmosphere. It is, however, rich in lithium, which is integral to the heat sinks of starships or handheld weapons. A large robo-mining operation from Calliston can be found here. Plenty of resources, apparently. Does it have platinum or Eezo? So that's the only thing I really care about. A little bit of platinum here.
Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe.
There's a little bit up here. I might just launch one more probe so that we can sort of buy a full set of drones after this. It's just iridium, but I might as well take it.
Probe away.
Okay, we are done for this system. We're just gonna collect those probes and then make our way to our destination. There's plenty more systems in this nebula to look at, actually. Oh, my bad. We actually need to plot a jump instead of actually going between systems, so let's do that. And I'm just looking for the right one. We do still need to help Jack, don't we? Reaper IFF, that will come later. Firewalker, recruit Tali. Recruit the Assassin Justiciar. Ah, here. The Viper Nebula. Rescue Dr. Kenson. That's what we're looking for. Apparently this is a solo operation. I'm not entirely sure what that means, whether or not we can't bring any companions. So, a few planets in this system. We may as well do the scanning and then we'll land. Omola. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Omola is home to infrastructure that generates both helium-3 and antiprotons. Both sources of fuel are restricted to hegemony ships, forcing merchant vessels to dock at Bastsuda to refuel before their journey. A sizable naval station is stationed at Ermula. Its ships guarding the installations from enemies without and within. Okay. As with other planets in the system, spy satellites are ubiquitous. EDI's travel advisory: the Batarian hegemony considers any presence of Alliance military vessels in Batarian space as hostile. The Normandy SR-2, while an independent vessel, strongly resembles the Normandy SR-1, an Alliance ship. Use of stealth systems is highly recommended.
Probe launched.
Yeah, this planet doesn't seem to have too much. We might not hang around for too long.
Launching probe.
I think we might be done, even. I can't really find any decent amounts of resources. There are small readings here and there, but nothing really worthwhile. Bastsuda. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Bastsuda is home to infrastructure that gathers helium-3, as well as military space stations that supply and protect the resource. Spy satellites are in abundance here, watching for undesirables entering the system or fugitives fleeing it. EDI's travel advisory: the Batarian hegemony considers any presence of Alliance military vessels in Batarian space as hostile. Okay, it's the same thing as before. Yeah. So the Normandy, both SR-1 and SR-2, are obviously like stealth ships, but there's nothing that we can do to sort of engage in stealth, if that makes sense. So it would have been cool if you got to decide when you would engage stealth, instead of sort of just like, you know, assuming that stealth is used when navigating certain areas. I think perhaps maybe that might be a mechanic in Mass Effect 3, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while.
Probe away.
Alright. We're down to poor, so likely not to find too much more. Might just take a little bit more from there. Okay, we are done. Let's go to the last planet here, Aratot. Like Mount Everest inside an oven was how John Grissom described Aratot while on a fact-finding mission to see if the Garden World was worth contestation with the Batarians. His team ultimately decided that the planet's air pressure and oxygen content were too low for large-scale human habitation. Undeterred, the Batarian hegemony colonized the planet's polar regions and began an extensive terraforming effort with cyanobacteria and invasive plant species. Alliance intelligence has confirmed that the colony has several Batarian military installations, which are too close to human space for the Alliance's comfort. And the same travel advisory there. Let's land. And yeah, it looks like it's pretty much just Shepard for this mission. Do we want to level anything up at this stage? Might not be a bad idea to have level 2 on Inferno Grenade. So I'll grab that, and then we'll save a few more points, obviously. And before I forget, I really wanted to switch out the heavy weapon. So let's go with this, the missile launcher. I'm kind of looking forward to using that and seeing what that can do. Okay, so we're here to rescue a professor, Dr. Amanda Kenson. Assuming she's still alive somewhere. There is some kind of a bridge there. There's a pathway down here as well. Oh. Okay, we've got some Varren.
The Batarians must send their prisoners down here to die. I have to find Dr. Kenson now.
Okay, so what's the difference between this switch and the one above us then? Let me switch to the Carnifex for the time being. Okay.
This place is run down, even for a prison.
Okay, we might need to go across that way. Let's just see what's ahead of us.
Get the humans questioning.
Get your hands off me!
Well, if we were in here through stealth, that may have alerted everyone. Okay, we're getting further and further ahead. So, I'm kind of curious to see what would happen if we flip the switch over here. So that disables it. Can't exactly go through there, so I'm not entirely sure what use that was. Unless maybe we can drop down from the other side. This is still blocked off. Can we drop down here? No. So that's only one of them. If I switch this, okay, yeah, that one will activate. Not exactly what we want. So there must be another valve for this one. Somewhere. Oh, maybe this? I wonder if I can tank the damage. I'm not sure what this has done, though. Right. Strange.
They wanted to slap an asteroid into the mass relay. Can they even do that? What difference does it make? We caught them.
So I am feeling like I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff down there, unless we are supposed to loop back around. I might try to tank this. I might die, guys. Just saying. Okay. Right, yeah. Not a good idea. Assuming I cannot reattempt that. Yeah, okay. And then there's this as well. This is no longer interactable, though. Assuming maybe the same thing happens if I tried to run through the lasers? Or is it just an alarm?
There's someone in the sewers. Release the Baron.
Release the Baron?
Access is restricted. Enter authorization code. Access is restricted. Enter authorization code.
I see. Okay. Hey, there we go. Surely there's some stuff to be had here.
I hear humans are scurrying like vermin out in the asteroid belt. Is anywhere safe from them? We should arm a mission to flush them all out.
Yeah, the Batarians really don't like the humans. I think there's something politically about it as well, right? Because like they used to be a little bit more chummy with the council until humans arrived. And I think humans were given a few more preferences.
This should come in handy.
Heavy weapon ammo. Maybe carrying more heavy weapon ammo, that is.
Humans are scurrying like vermin out in the asteroid belt. Is anywhere safe from them? We should arm a mission to flush them all out.
Okay, I'm glad that I figured it out and backtracked a little bit. Otherwise we wouldn't have gotten that research project. Nothing here. Oh, okay. Luckily we haven't been spotted yet.
They've still got her down in the prison. I'd just kill her. Interrogating a human's a waste of time.
We've been spotted.
Oh god. Yeah, that was some kind of a grenade there. A grenade of my own. Very good. Now, which way? I guess perhaps maybe towards that door that closed. But there's plenty to see here, so let's look around a little bit. Creds. I'll not say no. Yeah, this is all blocked off anyway. Whoopsie. We have any more enemy spawns, perhaps? Cut power. Okay, perhaps if I didn't want to fight these two Batarians, I could have just snuck my way through. But I don't know, I feel like if you don't fight the Batarians, you might not actually get the experience. Grab that. Getting close. Pretty sure we've seen everything, so let's move on.
Relay can't be damaged, much less destroyed. Those humans will do anything to destroy us, I swear. We have to make this one an example to the others. We can't respond kindly to terrorists.
Is there any way to open these shutters, I wonder? Alright, let's start strong here. Chuck a grenade.
They've seen us.
I do hear some more gunfire. Alright, good.
I've worked 47 days straight without time off, and now there's humans in the prison below. I can't get a break. There's 300,000 people in this colony. You'd think someone could cover for me one night.
Bit of ammo there. I'll take that. And I think I'll go back to the Carnifex for a little bit.
There's a shuttle incoming. Clear the hangar bay.
Ooh, more Batarians? Okay, there's no way to go down there, though.
I heard an artifact was found at that asteroid belt. Think the humans got it? If they did, they'd have swarmed in and put flags all over it. Access is restricted. Enter authorization code.
Still haven't found any clue about this code just yet, have we? Okay. Maybe we just need to create a pathway for ourselves. Nope. So hang on, how can I place it down? Unless I need to climb it? No. Alright. Oh, I see what's going on. Sorry, I thought we needed to create a pathway down. But we already have a pathway down, but it's more about figuring things out down here. Okay. Oh, this leads somewhere else. Oh, I can't climb back up. I hope I didn't leave anything up there. Ooh. 1,000 creds. And 100 creds. Creds are creds. Back down here. Cut the power.
Our convoy intercepts paid off. We picked up a message to the Alliance coming from somewhere in the asteroid belt. We listened to the feed until we discovered an operation run by a human named Kenson, smuggling engine parts and guidance systems into the system from Omega. We intercepted Kenson's vessel and took her and her people into custody. Interrogation has produced nothing but frenzied rambling so far.
This one's apparently the mastermind. If she doesn't talk, kill her.
Stop him!
Whoops. Okay, alerted them. Okay. There she is, being held.
The humans still won't tell us where their base is. No way we'll find it even if we have to scan every asteroid out there. I wonder if those humans actually found something. Our torture is too great if it gets that information out of them.
Let's see. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else we should look at here before pressing this button. Oh, okay, we're just listening in.
I'll ask you again. Where is your base?
You're wasting time. The Reapers are coming.
The Reapers are coming here, to this relay.
Every moment you keep me here brings them closer.
So why should let you go destroy the relay then? Just destroy this system.
Do what you want to me, Batarian. Torturing me won't save you.
No, but it will amuse me.
Okay, there must be a way around.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Dr. Kenson, I'm Commander Shepard. I'm here to get you out.
Commander Shepard? I'd heard you were alive. Hackett must have received my message.
We have to get out.
We're not safe here. Can you walk?
I'm fine. Just give me a moment.
We have to go. Now.
If we can find a console, I can hack security. Make us an escape path.
Then we'll find one. Go.
Ooh.
Ready.
Well, he did have it coming, so... just make sure we're not leaving anything. So, we came through here, right? Yeah, okay, this is blocked off now anyway.
This is a cell block. There should be a security console here somewhere. Deploying flammable! Deploying flammable!
Good times. Let's switch.
Shield to fail.
Bloody hell. Keep getting stuck on cover. I suppose we need to go around. Yeah, okay, this just leads into the same room.
They know we're here. Keep them off me while I hack us a way out.
Suppressor teams to cell block, now!
We need to close the door we came in through. Keep them out. They're coming through that door in the back. Lock it down.
Door in the back.
Get that door closed.
Okay, okay, okay. This one. Nice,
They're coming
okay.
up from below.
From
Other
below.
side, go.
Okay, okay. Oh, come on.
Taking fire.
Unlocking all doors to the hangar. Still need more time. orbital tracking network.
Okay, how do I
Watch
get
the other side.
down there?
More enemies on the elevators.
Okay, they're gonna get to Kenson though. If I'm not careful.
Lost shield.
There's an elevator that leads up to the hangar. I'll bring it down to us. Almost done.
Okay. Very good. I think we're doing okay. I thought we needed to go downstairs or something like that. Shut another door, but not the case. Okay,
That did it. Let's
where are we at? Right. So, yeah, just across.
Get to the hangar. Do not let them escape.
Oh, one last thing. The hangar doors are hard locked. We'll have to get those open the old-fashioned way.
Leave that to me.
Okay, those barrels are not explosive barrels. Okay, let's see. Anything to pick up? It does say that we can just simply board. Okay, let's get our tech armor back up though. Ah, okay, we're back in this room. Ooh, I did miss some stuff.
I'll take it.
Metagel capacity. Very nice. Ah, there we go. Are we done, or do we need to continue fighting here? I think we're done. Let's leave. Very nice. Mission complete. Or is it? Jeez. Just a parting gift.
Engaging autopilot. We should be well out of range before they get their security measures unscrambled.
Do you think they'll come after you?
I'm not taking any chances. Batarians don't take kindly to humans who plan to destroy their mass relays.
So the charges against you are true.
Well, to be fair, that's about half the story. My people and I were here investigating rumors of Reaper technology out in the fringes of this system.
I guess you found something.
We found proof that the Reapers will be arriving in this system. When they get here, they'll use its mass relay to travel throughout the galaxy. We call it the Alpha Relay. From here, the Reapers can invade anywhere in the galaxy.
So you decided to destroy it?
Exactly. Doing that would stop the Reapers' invasion. Even at FTL speeds, it'd be months or years before they got to the next relay. We came up with what we just called the Project. A plan to launch a nearby asteroid into the relay and destroy it before the Reapers could arrive. Of course, the resulting explosion would probably wipe out the system.
Jeez, okay. Such a hefty trade-off. So, with your plan, tell me a little bit about the logistics of it.
How did you plan to launch an asteroid into a mass relay?
Moving an asteroid just requires thrust and guidance, which are readily available in Omega's salvage yards. Get the right amount of power and a good VI to drive it, and you can pretty much just point and shoot.
But destroying a mass relay, though?
I've always heard that mass relays are indestructible.
I've heard that too, but I think it's more that nobody's willing to find out what happens when one is destroyed. And, well, we plan to slam a small planet into the thing at very high speed. By our calculations, that's more than enough.
Tell me more about the project.
Is the project still operational?
I imagine it is. We were one button press away from launch when the Batarians arrested me.
What about the resulting explosion?
Why do you think destroying the mass relay would destroy the entire system?
Mass relays are the most powerful Mass Effect engines in the known galaxy. The energy released from a relay's destruction would probably resemble a supernova. This is a remote system, but just over 300,000 Batarians live on the colony where they held us. The explosion would undoubtedly kill them all.
Yeah, okay. I'm not entirely sure about this plan then. Tell me a little bit more about your arrest.
How were you caught?
We've been smuggling Starship parts from Omega. Thrusters, guidance, and aftermarket ESO core. The Batarians thought that looked suspicious. A few days ago, I took a few of the men on a scouting trip, and the Batarians pounced on us. They never found our actual base.
Well, just because you say you found something about the Reapers doesn't mean I 100% believe you. Gonna need more proof than that.
I still don't see how you learned about this supposed invasion.
The evidence came from what we call Object Rho, a Reaper artifact we discovered among the asteroids near the relay itself. When we get back to Arcturus Station, I'll explain everything and provide copies of all our notes on the artifact.
Tell me more about the artifact.
What is a Reaper artifact doing on an asteroid?
We don't know, or even what its purpose is. Some things are just too old or large to comprehend. Even a Reaper thousands of years dead contains power. Their artifacts are worthy of study, regardless of their purpose.
And how do you know that there's proof that this is an invasion?
How exactly does a Reaper artifact give you proof of an impending invasion?
It showed me visions of the Reaper's arrival. Much like your Prothean beacon, I imagine. The Reapers are coming, Commander. That much I know for certain.
Do you know much about indoctrination?
If you're working near a Reaper artifact, how have you avoided indoctrination?
We've been very careful. We know what we're dealing with. You're not speaking to a child, Shepard. I saw what Sovereign did at the Citadel. Trust me, I know what's at stake.
I need to see the proof.
The stakes are too high. If you were willing to destroy a whole system over this, I want to see your proof.
I guess I can't argue with that. Give me a moment. Kenson to Project Base.
Good to hear your voice, Doctor. You coming home?
Affirmative. And I've got Commander Shepard with me.
Shepard? Really?
Tidy up the lab. The Commander needs to confirm the artifact. all set. Just sit back and relax. We'll be there in no time.
Okay. Destroying an entire system, though. Don't know how I feel about that. Good to know that we're not the only ones thinking that the Reaper invasion is real, though.
Here we are. Welcome to Project Base.
What's this?
That's our countdown to arrival. When that gets to 0, the Reapers will have come. Just over 2 days and counting. Puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
Are you sure that's right?
How do you know that's an accurate countdown?
It is. The artifact has been giving off pulses at definite intervals since we found it. The intervals have been decreasing at a steady rate. The artifact is reacting to the Reaper's proximity. In just over 48 hours, the pulses will become constant, and the Reapers will be here.
In that case, we're running out of time.
You're saying the Reapers could be at Earth in 2 days? There's no time to waste.
Then let's show you that proof. That door exits the hangar. The artifact is in our central lab area.
Okay. Confirm the Reaper invasion. Object Row. I am actually kind of curious. See if we can have a read of that. Reaper's Secrets. Object Row. Dr. Amanda Kenson's scientific team has catalogued 3 major discoveries on the artifact encased in the 157 Golgotha asteroid. First, the large artifact is rooted into the core of the asteroid and has a barrier that is similar to, but much more powerful than a biotic stasis field. This gives it an unnatural resilience to alteration or damage, and even prevents state-of-the-art laser drilling from extracting the smallest piece of for analysis. Second, the project's interior is energetically active, with a quantum stasis field rivaling that of Prothean technology found in mass relays. Like those creations, it activates in response to threat, at which point the artifact consumes a phenomenal amount of power. Dr. Kenson's team believes the object draws its power directly from dark matter, though how it is still unknown. The third discovery is that the object broadcasts signals and information on many different spectra. One such pulse, suspected to be similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, reaches into Reaper territory. Another broadcast is infrasound, consistent with frequencies that trigger feelings of awe and fear in humans, a known factor in Reaper indoctrination. Kenson's laboratory is filled with equipment dedicated to monitoring any signal coming from the artifact in the hopes that some clue will prove the Reaper's undoing before it's too late. There you go, and we did learn about the planet Aratot and the Alpha Relay. I may as well go through these codexes now. Nothing is impossible, says the Hegemony propaganda poster that depicts a muscular Batarian miner under an Aratot sky. His rebreather held away from his face as if he's just taken it off. The image sums up millions of man-hours of labor on the Batarian planet and represents, or misrepresents, much of its history. 2 decades ago, Aratot, like several planets in the Skyllian Verge, was claimed by both human and Batarian governments, but the Alliance backed out after learning about the atmosphere's dangerously low pressure and oxygen levels. Instead, they concentrated their colonial efforts on planets that could support human life without the aid of domed habitats and rebreathers. Human governments saw it as a wise move. Batarians saw it as cowardly. The Batarians rose to the colonization challenge, shipping in large numbers of laborers. They took the high financial costs and casualties due to accidents or logistical snafus in stride. Large-scale dumping of cyanobacteria has increased the oxygen in the atmosphere by a fraction of 1%, a modest increase that the hegemony trumpets as a sign of their eventual victory. Short-term profits on Aratot are largely made in the minerals sector, though mining the extremely metal-rich planetary crust. Through mining of the extremely metal-rich planetary crust. The dark side to the mining does not appear on the propaganda poster. The majority of laborers are indentured servants or slaves. Aratot is rumored to have military bases on its surface and throughout its solar system, though details are heavily restricted by the hegemony's Ministry of Information Control. Human merchant ships rarely come to the planet, outcompeted by local companies that benefit from heavy economic protections. The average Aratot citizen only sees humans on the news, usually featured in stories of trials and executions of accused spies. And finally, the Alpha Relay. Discovering the age of a mass relay is not an easy task. Relays can shield themselves to preserve their integrity down to the quantum level. So taking a sample for analysis proves nigh impossible. Relays also maintain self-cleaning cycles, wiping away potential evidence, though damage or dormancy can cause this cycle to break down, such as in the case of the Charon relay, which became covered in ice. A breakthrough was recently made by Dr. Amanda Kenson, who revisited old methods of dating the relays by testing dust trapped in their gravity wells. By comparing the relative velocity of relays to that of the stars they orbit, as well as the composition of the dust around the dormant relays against the dust at known locations in their star systems, Kenson could create a timeline of when a relay passed through the dust. The result dates the relay back millions of years. Some may even predate the Protheans. Kenson concluded that the oldest known relay is in Batarian space, dubbed Alpha. It resides near the star Bahak and is unusual in its potential range and versatility. Alpha usually sends and receives mass at the range of a normal secondary relay, but if certain controls are adjusted, it becomes powered by an unprecedented amount of dark energy that could send cargo to 16 other relays and even across a great distance to the Citadel. Hegemony authorities have kept this quiet, fearing retaliation from Council species who could assume hostile intent if they found a sudden new route into their space. It goes without saying that the Reapers have no such fear. There you go. Alright guys, considering there's a bit of a lull in this mission, I think this is a decent place for a break. When we come back, we'll see the mission to its conclusion. And then, yeah, I think we'll continue having a chat with all of our companions to see what they want, and we might pursue maybe a dossier or a companion mission or two. Thanks for watching, drop me a like down below as usual, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.